Hello you guys, this is quite a spontaneous video because today I wanted to do something a bit new, a bit different. I wanted to do a live channeling session. So I'm quite used to doing channeling. Usually I do it on my own. I do it without anyone listening to me or any video filming me, or I do it in live events like during workshops, during retreat, or sometimes even on online workshops. And also sometimes, most of the time I do it in French, right? So today I was actually guided to start this series of live channeling sessions where we will contact my guides, spiritual guides, and see what comes through, see what messages we can receive. They will always be messages to guide us, to help us along the way, to open our consciousness, open our minds, and yeah, my intention, I already did my prayer before pushing the record button, but my intention is really that those videos, those messages can really help you connect to your soul and move forward in your spiritual journey. So before we start, what I suggest you do is just a quick prayer. You can push pause and just center yourself, ask to be guided, ask to connect to your heart, to your soul, and just open, just like say to the universe, okay, here I am, I'm open to receive the messages, some intuitions and some insights from what is going to be shared. So without further ado, let's start. Yes, we are here and we are happy to be present with you. It may be only a few people, but we are happy to be present for every opportunity we get to speak and share, to touch the hearts of those who are ready to receive. Yes, we are here, but we are also present within your heart. At all times, you can call upon us because we are your spiritual guides. We are not far away. We are friends. Friends that have walked the path a little bit before you. Friends that are eager and happy to share, to teach, to guide, but most importantly, to love. We do have some messages we want to share with you today. You may feel it, but we are at a crossroads. You may feel it in your ideas that can be scattered a little bit all over the place. You can feel it in your emotions. A day you are feeling well, a day you're feeling a little bit depressed. We want to explain to you that there is big shifts in the energy right now, in the energy field of the earth. Expansion and contraction are happening in very quick periods of time. So you have to adapt a lot. Your vibrational frequency has to adapt a lot. And you may feel it in your body. That is why today we want to give you some pieces of advice to support your body. First, we want to say that movement, exercise, any kind of movement, even a very gentle one, is extremely beneficial, and we encourage you to move, because as you do so, the energies of your body are circulating better. It also helps you to get you out of your mind, literally. Your mind is sometimes very heavy, and the thoughts that you entertain on a daily basis do not always help you to contact higher vibrations and to have a clear view on what's coming. So yes, we would want to emphasize on movement and exercise. You may think that is boring, or you may have a little bit of difficulty hearing this message, thinking we are telling you what to do or judging you, but believe us, it is not our intention. We are just friendly messengers, trying to tell you how to live this vibrational shift the best way possible. But we also want to add, movement can be conscious. When you are inhabiting your body, be aware of the thoughts, be aware of the media you are consuming when you are moving your body. If you are watching something violent, or if you are listening to something where the minds and the egos especially are confronting, it can be difficult for your body to let go of all the energies stored. And it would be easier for you to listen to higher frequency content. This may be music that you like, interesting podcasts or videos, anything that can help you connect to your heart will be extremely beneficial, as you will release a lot more of the old waters that are stagnating inside your body. This is our first piece of advice. Secondly, we want to help you change your thought patterns. This is not something new, once again, but the erratic thoughts, the patterns that you have and that are repeating themselves over and over again, of fears, anxieties, or doubts, they can be changed. But first you have to believe so. You have to believe that you are not enchained to these thought patterns. And yes, there is inside of you a possibility, an openness, a slight desire to change that thought pattern. And you may awaken that every time you see those thoughts arise once again within your mind. When your mind offers you those thoughts, when the fear is starting to take over, contact that place within you. There is indeed a place of wisdom, a place of truth, a place of you that remembers who you are deeply, without the limitations. So contact that place within you. Ask guidance. Ask for the will to change. Because every time you do so, it will strengthen. And every time you remember that you are not your thoughts, that you can change the thought patterns, this inner strength, this remembrance will get stronger and stronger. And every time you will be less inclined to think those thoughts, which we want you to remember are not helping you. They are dragging you down. Once again, we do not want to put any sort of guilt. We just want you to realize you can consciously cultivate higher vibrational thoughts. The thought of gratitude is one of the best you can cultivate on a daily basis. But we do not mean just make a list. We mean feel it from your whole body. Every time you do so, your cells, the life force within your cells, activates. And you are a better channel of light every time you do so. That means you are receiving a bigger amount of light within your body and within your cells, within your aura, your vibration, but you are also emitting a more beautiful and radiant light. And by doing so, you are changing your wavelength. You are attuning to a different vibration. Yes, it is not easy. Yes, we know that the density on Earth sometimes can be quite difficult. We also know that you are here for a reason, and we are calling on every light worker, every soul that remembers even a little bit why they are here, that they chose this incarnation to help with the change of frequency and the transformation of consciousness on Earth. This was our second piece of advice. We now want to share a third one. We want to ask you if this resonates with you, to love more actively and expressingly. What do we mean by this? You can share words of love, words of appreciation, words that carry the vibration of love more and more in your daily life. When you encounter someone, when you see someone you know or love, in the morning when you wake up and in the night before going to sleep. This vibration of love, we also ask you to carry it in your acts. How can you fall in love with the action you're doing, with the meaning that it has, with the service that you are doing? Even in the tasks that seem meaningless to you, there is great sense, and you can bring on great love. You can change your everyday routine, not in the form that it has, but in the presence and the energy that is behind it. When you pour your heart and love into everything you do, even the smallest actions, everything changes, and we do want to emphasize on that. You change your personal vibration. You change the vibration of the room you are in, and you help raise the vibration of the people who are in the room and sometimes even in the building. You do not always realize what your acts, thoughts, emotions, but most importantly, true intentions have as consequences. You are the great responsible for your life, but also collectively you are the responsibles for the transformation of this earth. And yes, every time you have a good intention, every time you want to help, every time you wish to encourage someone, every time there is even the tiniest vibration of love in what you express of yourself, you are tremendously helping the world. We do want to help you realize that, so you can do it more consciously and on a bigger scale. So this was our third piece of advice. Now we want to tell you one last message. We want to tell you that we are very happy with the way things are going in the field of the work that you are doing. This will resonate with the people that are hearing this message. There are great moves, great steps happening at the moment. The light is spreading every day, even more, even more. Do have hope. Try to not always see things the way they appear, but remember the grand scheme of things. There is a meaning that even if sometimes you don't understand, will help you move forward personally and collectively. As we are sharing with this message, we are also conducting a little experiment. Do not be afraid by this word. We are just touching the hearts of those who are open to receive our love and light. And we want to see how through those medias that you have, called those videos or called the internet, we can still work, spread the light, raise the vibration of our brothers and sisters on earth. You can observe how you are feeling listening to this message. The most sensitive of you will feel something. We want you to remember that you are helped, guided and supported at every moment of your life, just as you can help, guide and support others when they need it. Thank you for listening to this message. We will come back when the time is right. And before that, we want to thank you for your great service to this world. Have faith. We will talk to you very soon. Okay, you guys, so I am back as myself, as Jenna. It's a little bit later. It was my first time channeling like that in English, and it was funny, the rhythm and the voice that it had. I'd be curious to know how you felt during that channeling session, and also maybe I can explain to you a little bit more of maybe how I do it would be a different video about that topic, but just a little bit of background. I've been channeling for a long time now, and I've been receiving messages since I think since I'm a little girl, but I tried to push it aside for many years until I was about 20 years old, where I couldn't hold it anymore, and it started to open up very vividly again. And since then, I've been sharing those messages, not only that, but my intuitions and the teachings that I've received through many channels. For 10 years, I've been doing it in French. I've written books, I've done many things, created oracle cards, given hundreds of workshops, live and online. I've done some retreats, I've done some seminars, some conferences, yes, a lot of things, and meditations as well. A lot of meditations that I've channeled, and I've been guided to share more and more in English. So I hope this will touch your heart. I'm curious to see what the next messages will be. I was thinking that, and they're saying first focus on this one, and they were putting me back to the present moment, so thank you for that. That's funny, but yes, so my main guides that are coming to teach me and teach through me are generally called the three pillars. This is how they presented themselves to me a few years ago, and they represent three pillars of love, of how we can serve, we can help, and they come as three beautiful light entities, and they generally the meaning of their messages is to support light workers, such as myself, such maybe as you, and to develop our spirituality, develop, open our consciousness, and really, yeah, really develop our spirituality. I don't know how else to say it. Our connection with the divine and our connection with our soul. So yeah, I will come back with other videos like this if you like it. Please share with me your feelings, if you received any messages, if some of the words that you've heard have touched your heart. I would be really grateful to read that. And until the next video, I'll send you lots of good vibes, lots of love, and take care.